now. Now, that is what I want us to talk about on this week's episode of Minutes with MinistaMike. When you hear the word now, what comes to mind? The first thing I want you to think about when you hear the word now is action. The moment you hear the word now, just think action. I believe now is a word that most procrastinators don't want to hear because it demands immediacy. It demands immediate action. But I believe you're not a procrastinator. That is why I'm suggesting to you this week that let the word now be an anchor word for you. Whenever you have an assignment to do it now. Whenever you have a call to make, do it now. The moment you start second guessing your decisions, it leads to procrastination. Yes, there are some decisions that you have to weigh the pros and the cons. And I'm not saying you should be irrational when you are making your decisions, but many people use over-analytical skills. I did not say analytical skills right now. I said over-analytical skills to delay decision making, and then they become procrastinators. So this week, go with the anchor word now. Now is the time for you to make that move. Now is the time for you to make that call. Now is the time for you to choose that partner. Now is the time for you to start that business. Now is the time for you to go back to school. Now is the time for you to cut off that relationship. Now is the time. So I want you to anchor your week's activity on the word now. Let me give you some hints right now. I believe now represents a present moment. That is the only moment that truly exists is now. You've heard it over and over again that tomorrow never comes, because it never does. The only moment that exists is this moment that you're listening and watching me right now. And that is the true moment that exists. And that is also a very powerful thing. Let me say this. All your past experiences and all your future possibilities are condensed into this present moment. Whatever you've done in the past and whatever is possible for you is condensed into this moment, is condensed into here and now. And that is how powerful now is, because now is the time that you have. You don't have any other time except right now. So how do you use now to make your life better? The first thing I want you to do is what I've said before: action over procrastination. I believe procrastination is the enemy of progress, and I believe you agree with me also that procrastination is the enemy of progress. So while it is very tempting for you to put things off until tomorrow, the success that you are looking for requires that you take immediate action. Another thing I want you to go out this week is do not overestimate the power of do not underestimate rather the power of now. Many of us overestimate the power of tomorrow, so that's why we put off things to tomorrow. Don't worry, tomorrow I will have a new data, tomorrow I will have something to think, tomorrow. You underestimate what you can do right now, and that is exactly what I want you to avoid as much as possible. Avoid underestimating the power of right now. Also, as I tie this episode up, I want you to know that there is power in your now, and you need to embrace it. Seize every opportunity that comes your way right now. Just say yes and go and learn how to do it. I think it's Richard Branson that said that if any opportunity comes to you, say yes and go and learn how to do it, even if you don't know how to do it. And that is exactly what I want you to what I want to end this episode on this week. Anytime that you have an opportunity being presented to you, whether it is to network with somebody, whether it is to start a business, whether it is to take up another job, even if you don't have the required full skill set to do it, say yes. All right, say now. Embrace the power of now that you have. The moment they call you to come, say yes, I'm ready right now. And that is what I want you to go out this week. The power is in the now. Thank you, and I will talk to you next week. Bye for now.